Team, are you ready?
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill.
Team, begin. Did you know that your body is kind of like a fax machine? See, when you take...
What's a fax machine? And who are you?
Who am I? Gosh, I missed the 90s. I'm Bill Nye, the Science Guy. Chad, since you failed your biology test on the human nervous system, I'm here to help you learn with crazy sound effects and over-enthusiastic narration. We're here inside your body. Alrighty, Mr. What's a fax machine? Let's demonstrate your body's neural network in a way that will appeal to the younger generation. So we're going to send a quick text message to your muscle cells to prompt them to contract and expand. But what are you using your muscles for again?
Oh, well, I've been pumping some iron, picking up chicks. Sup? Whoa, dude, who are you?
Me. Oh, well, I'm just the nervous system. Sorry, yeah, so I'm like the scanner of the fax machine. I scan the information and process it before sending it to the CPU over there using electromotive force. Gosh, I really hope I don't mess this up.
Wow, I've never seen a nervous system as nervous as you.
Hi, nice planned words. Hi, I'm Dr. Sam, the brains of this operation. I'm like the CPU that links the biological peripherals together. I mean, creativity is all about making connections. See, the information is pulled through with a string using only brain power. And just like a brain, it has two folds in it. This helps send the information to our network hub. We can send it to other peripherals in the body.
Oh, and you should know me, Chad. I'm your biology teacher, Mr. K. Since I've gotten so good at sending letters home to your parents, I figured out that being the network interface would be a piece of cake. As the blood-brain barrier, my chemical machinery stores energy and uses it to accelerate the information to the rest of the body. You know, it's kind of like the network card of a fax machine, which we had to use back in the 1990s.
Okay, all right, great. That's outstanding. And it looks like our information made it through the body.
Bad. But bro, why am I not getting swole?
Well, bro, did you see how long it took to transmit that message? Slow response times can be a sign of vitamin D overdose. Do you by chance eat gummy vitamins?
Oh, you mean those fruit snacks in those annoying to open bottles? Yeah, those are great.
Oh boy. Since vitamin D is a fat-soluble molecule, it tends to build up in fatty tissue. So let's email the liver and ask it to remove the excess.
Okay, here we go. Okay, I think I got it.
Well, why do you always doubt yourself?
Oh, I lack confidence, or at least I think I do.
Well, I think you deserve a medal. Huh? What?
Hey, what's up? I'm Virus, so like I'm a virus and stuff.
Uh-oh. Just like a network device, your body can be hacked too. Looks like this one is hijacking the network card.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this cell replicate me and then make it make more cells and make more viruses and stuff. Then I might take a nap or something, I don't know.
Sheesh. Talk about laziness. A virus is made up of genetic material inside a protein coat. That means it's abiotic or non-living.
Well, I think it's just brilliant. No wonder she seems so lifeless. She's literally lifeless. I mean, you can't kill something that's already dead. Now that's creative thinking. But, feel brain dead.
Uh-oh, a troubled individual? Who else but a teacher to save the day? Vira, this is school property
Uh-oh.
and you...
Looks like your teacher is going on another rambling tangent again. Since he's not a professional science guy like myself, he doesn't know how to keep it concise and interesting. Not to worry, I've got just a solution. An antivirus solution.
All right, Vira, what's it going to be? Baking soda and vinegar, Diet Coke and Mentos, or the classic elephant toothpaste?
Oh, you're just like my parents. Lame. You wear something, I don't know.
Why, Bill, that was very noble of you.
What can I say? I'm a TV guy. Props always get their attention. Plus, teachers love caffeine.
Oh man, I thought she was into me, bro.
Well, yes, Chad, she was into you. She was in your body. She's a virus. Anyways, now we need to evoke an immune response in the body. I've taken a picture of the virus and I put it somewhere.
Oh, Vira, we were soulmates.
Thank you, Chad. Nervous system, we're going to need to trigger the lymphatic system.
Oh, gosh, okay, so press this and, okay, it looks like it worked.
Gosh, I don't feel so good.
Hey, neural network is quite supercilious. You look like you should try new spontaneophilius.
Oh, I like your style, but do you have your style form?
You betcha. I'm covered in paperwork. Style form, cost form, outside assistance form. Oh, and here's a list of side effects, which may include loss of garage space, free time, and even social life.
Gosh, that's horrible, but you said it with such enthusiasm.
With spontaneophilius, you'll come up with ideas faster than a crumbling structure and a hands-on problem.
Really? A long-term performance-enhancing drug? Dr. Sam, she's alkalying. When more medicines are present in the body, their effectiveness depletes.
What are you talking about? Everyone knows that people with more energy come up with a greater number of ideas in the same amount of time.
Gosh, I can't tell which gibberish or not.
Oh gosh, how do I cure this brain freeze? With some kind of analogy? Got it. Using spontaneophilius is like explaining Odyssey of the Mind to your grandparents. Highly ineffective. Exactly.
I'll tell you what's ineffective, this demonstration of yours. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go update my TikTok followers. They're totally addicted to me.
See? That's why you always read the fine print. Now, Chad, you may start to feel slightly warm as your body's immune system activates.
Yo, how could I get any warmer if I'm already smoking hot?
Oh, PU. That was awful even for me. At least tell me you learned something today.
Yeah, that like the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell?
Really? Okay, let's review. Your body's like a fax machine, it networks us to serve many roles.
So many axons, all these neurons got you gaining control.
Cause you don't even know. They can make your hands clap. Said they can make your hands clap.
They can make my hands clap. Oh, this song is over. Well, I think I understand the network that exists inside our bodies now. It's almost like that weird printer that has the phone on it that my dad has in his office.
Oh my gosh, Chad, a fax machine. That's what I've been trying to tell you this whole time. Yeah.
The green represents the color of illness, which is what a virus is, and the individual ivy represents its ability to spread. And the two colors of the contrasting beads kind of is a nod to a computer virus, which uses ones and zeros. So it was a reference to coding. The sharpness and the spikiness of the ivory represents the dangerousness of a virus and the ability to attach itself to things. These small flowers represent the beauty and the sophistication in the virus cell itself and the ability to go undetected. My entire costume was made from recyclable materials. These beads were from an old styrofoam chair that we hand threaded and hand painted, and the rest of it were things I had around the house from Christmas decorations.
So this is style element 2. Basically, we wanted to somehow incorporate the coronavirus into it, which is a little weird, but it's the reason we're all here. So we wanted to incorporate that into the design. So as you can see, this is our transmitted information with the little hole that device 2 uses. It's made up of a bunch of tiny little A's, T's, G's, and C's, which are the nucleotides in a strand of genetic information. And this was done using a program that we wrote. Basically, it loads in a picture of the costume that we had. Then it takes that and it generates for all of the X and Y values. It'll load in the character that would correspond in the sequence. It colors it correctly based on the image, and then it outputs something. So you can see that this is what was outputted, a bunch of tiny little letters that we were able to print out using just a normal inkjet printer. This is another one of our style elements. It's a periodic table. It was supposed to be our team sign, as you can see by the high school name and number. So basically, this is made out of all junk material. It's made out of this yucca board, which is this like thin plywood and some cardboard slats and some random pieces of 2x4. It's a little rickety, but basically all of these plastic things, diffusers, are plastic bags. So we just took plastic bags and attached them to this grid here. And then we put a bunch of LEDs in the back and we wired them all together so that we could program them to do different animations. For example, at the end when Chad says I'm smoking hot, the fireplace, and then OPU, that was so bad. So, and then the periodic table also, of course, appears. So we were able to program everything procedurally in Arduino, and it's all controlled, including device 1, using this little robotic controller with the button pad. So when I press one of these buttons, something happens, like lights grow, lights up those letters. Good. So this is one of our style elements, and basically what we wanted to do is kind of show that the brain is kind of suspended in fluid in your head. So this is suspended in air using only string. It's a principle called tensegrity, and it's the idea that if you have strings and they're all under tension, and some of them provide the upward force and some provide downward force, you can create a platform that can support a person only supported by string. So basically what we have here is 4 strings holding each of the corners down, and then 2 strings holding the platform up, but nothing is connected with wood. It's only connected by a string. And then this is some milk cartons, because apparently the brain is similar in like makeup to like milk, so we thought that was kind of funny. So we took a bunch of milk cartons and we stapled them together and painted them pink and then added lines in blue. And then we bolted that down to this platform, so that way our pop-up character can pop up and surprise the audience when it happens. So that's basically how we did that.
So device 3 is partially powered by a drill, and what happens up here is there's a set of Kinect pieces that are all connected to one another, and what happens is the drill is connected to a bit up top that causes the system to begin spinning, and based on the interactions between the entire system and how the connection is made, that's where we get this spinning motion to propel the airplane. And it works a little bit like this. And as you can see, the motion provided by the drill to spin the system is what caused the paper to fight the forces of gravity and any air resistance available to land 5 feet away.
So this is device number 2 used by Dr. Sam in our skip, and it's mainly utilized to take the information from Bill Nye, and it's moved 5 feet from this red line to this point over here, and in the process it's turned into a paper airplane. This is so the network card, device number 3, Mr. K, can shoot it 5 feet from his device. It's powered by this string, which is powered by me, which pulls it through, and as it goes through, these 2 bits will fold it down, and different parts of the machine will fold it into a paper airplane. It folds it into a paper airplane, and it does this not only as a creative way to move through a machine 5 feet, but also to turn into a paper airplane.
So this is device 1. Unfortunately, while we were recording it, it broke, and we don't have the time to fix it. But basically what happens is we have this cart here that can slide along the track, and there's a little mini solenoid embedded in this little wooden rod that presses down on a paper, and then this paper tape is so that it can slide along the surface when the solenoid is activated. These white tubes are photosensors that we created using LEDs and photoresistors, so it can tell our Arduino brain here when it's detected a paper or one of these white spots. Because another function of this is the instrument. Basically, it reads this table, sort of like a punch card. We wanted to show how things can be programmed physically. So this is basically like a punch card because it reads whether it's black or white. And then it tells our MIDI device to play different notes on the organ sound. So that's how we were creating one of these instruments. And of course, with all of our instruments, we somehow made them out of tubes. So these photoresistors are, of course, made out of tubes.
This is a PVC instrument similar to the one the Blue Man Group used. Now, what's actually interesting about this is not every pipe is cut to the exact length it's supposed to be. There is a simple physics formula that dictates how long a pipe needs to be in order to produce the certain pitches we know. For example, like C. We had
had to go through and painstakingly calculate the formula behind the length of each pipe, and in addition to all of that, we had to tune it to make sure that the human ear could recognize the correct pitch by slowly shaving and cutting off the end pieces.
This part here was a machine used during the song, an instrument used during the song part of our skit, and it's very similar to how like an automatic piano would work. As this drum is turned, the different bolts and nuts on the drum will hit different pieces, striking different pieces of metal that vibrate at different sounds to make different notes. And when turned at the right speed, it makes part of our music. Perfect. It's amazing.